Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your daily dose of zombies news from the game and community here on COD Zombies HQ. If you do enjoy today's video, be sure to smash that thumbs up button down below and subscribe if you're not already for more daily news updates. You guys are freaking fantastic, dropping 5,170 thumbs up on yesterday's daily update, so let's see if we can do it again with 3,500 thumbs up on this video. I've got a very interesting show for you guys today, so let's kick things right off with our first and really only story of the day. Now, before we get into the meat of this story, we do have to do a little bit of recapping. As I'm sure you guys are aware, yesterday we had the all-platform release of Revelations on the PC and Xbox One, where on PC we're able to check into the Black Ops 3 install directory in the cutscenes folder, and we found this supposedly new cutscene in this folder called ZM_Genesis, where Genesis is the codename for Revelations. Now, this file is encrypted, meaning it can't be played via standard means, and this fact, along with its name, ZM Genesis, caused a lot of people to believe that this was the secret second ending cutscene to Revelations. Well, later that day we noticed that the file size of ZM_Genesis of 137 megabytes is exactly the same size down to the kilobyte as the Shadows of Evil intro cutscene that's in the same folder. Now, we weren't sure how to explain away this fact. A lot of people were saying, well, the cutscene could be padded to make it seem like it's a Shadows of Evil cutscene when it is not, but then a prominent data miner in the zombies community named DTZX Porter posted this to his Twitter saying, PSA, ZM_Genesis isn't new. It's an encrypted Shadows of Evil loading screen, or the intro cutscene, to get us all hyped up for nothing. F Treyarch just decrypted it. He then made this post to the COD Zombies subreddit with the title, "Since neither me or DF care about you guys enough to lie, here's how to find the keys to play the cutscenes." And in this post, Porter explains how to get this ZM_Genesis cutscene to actually play and reveal that it is in fact the Shadows of Evil cutscene, but suffice it to say, the community was not convinced. A post on the COD Zombies subreddit by a Reddit user named A User of Ice and Fire went up with the title, "Please read, the super Easter egg is not debunked, I repeat, not debunked. We've been trolled, and here's an in-depth explanation how." In the post, the author attempts to explain how the methods Porter used to de-encrypt ZM_Genesis was wrong and that they weren't able to access the actual file. Well, this post, as well as several other posts arguing against Porter's conclusion, were actually taken down off the subreddit by the moderators. This obviously produced a reaction from the Zombies Reddit community, and the moderators actually took the subreddit offline. They made it private for a period of time today. So the question is, where does that leave us? Who's right? What is actually inside that ZM_Genesis file? Well, recently another Zombies community member that I believe is pretty big in the modding scene posted this to Twitter in response to Mr. Dalek JD, who asked, "What do you think? Ultimate troll on Treyarch's half, or is the file not Shadows of Evil?" This community member named Dr. Little Robot responded, "It is. We just double-checked it with a new formula." So while there is contention over the contents of the ZM_Genesis file, as it stands right now, the evidence seems to be pointing to that file being the Shadows of Evil intro cutscene. Now, as far as I see it, there is 3 explanations on why that file is there. Explanation number 1, and this is the explanation that a lot of community members as well as YouTubers have taken to, and they're basically saying that Treyarch have trolled us, that they are the ultimate freaking trolls. They knew we'd be looking through the files, so they put a dummy file, encrypted it within the cutscenes folder just to freaking fool us and mess with us. They are the ultimate freaking trolls, and it's just Trollarch to the extreme. The second explanation, and this is the one that I tend towards, is that yes, this file is the Shadows of Evil intro cutscene, but it was put there by mistake. Remember guys, this file is 137 megabytes. That is not a small file. And with the whole download for DLC 4 Salvation at its core, it's like 8.2, but with an update, it's 9.3 gigabytes on PC. This 137 megabyte file means that just this file itself makes up 1.5% of the whole download for DLC 4. I can't accept that Treyarch would pad its download to that extent for the lulz. Someone said to me that Treyarch may be trolls, but they are not malicious, and this definitely seems to tend towards malicious. So personally, at least with the information we have now, I think that this file was put here unintentionally. Either the file wasn't supposed to be there in its entirety, or that the file was actually not meant to be the Shadows of Evil intro cutscene, but something else. And the reason for that is the name ZM_Genesis just makes me think it has to be related to Revelations if it's not a troll. And the third possibility having to do with this file is what a lot of people in the community community are saying is that, well, it's not just the Shadows of Evil cutscene, or that these guys are drawing the wrong conclusions from their supposed de-encryption of the file. That Reddit user named a user of Ice and Fire, as well as a few private sources with some computer science backgrounds, have told me that they question the methods used to de-encrypt this file, and that while this file may not be a new cutscene, they don't think it's just the Shadows of Evil one. But at this time, the evidence seems to be drifting towards that this file is the Shadows of Evil intro cutscene, but as far as I'm concerned, both sides aren't 100% confirmed yet. But regardless, whether or not the ZM_Genesis file is the Shadows of Evil intro cutscene, that does not disprove a super Easter egg within Black Ops 3 Zombies. The only facet of a possible super Easter egg this disproves is that there may be an independent second ending cutscene, but that does not disprove a super Easter egg as a whole. A perfect explanation of this comes from a Reddit user named Pytrex, who posted this to the COD Zombies subreddit with the title, "I'm here to prove that the super Easter egg does exist." He runs through a bunch of awesome points in that post. You can find it down in the description. Among the possibilities, he's saying that this file could be changed in the future, or that the actual cutscene could be hidden somewhere else in the game files. He also points to items like the dead Margwa heart that is still totally unexplained, but at least for me, one of the most significant parts of this is that somebody that helped decipher the ZM_Genesis file, named a cryptofixer, who is the most prominent data miner in the Zombies community, at least on Reddit. Well, at least was on Reddit. I think he deleted his account today. But either way, the community tends to trust him with information, and remember guys, he said that the super Easter egg does exist. And furthermore, I believe on posts about the ZM_Genesis cutscene being the Shadows of Evil intro, the people that de-encrypted the file, the real DF included, said that there's still stuff to find on other maps. That there are still triggers is the word I believe they used on other maps. So to summarize, for everybody saying that the super Easter egg dream is dead, I have to disagree. This does not disprove a super Easter egg. What it does is it makes it seem more plausible that there is not a second ending cutscene for Revelations. And if there is no second ending cutscene to Revelations, that does not immediately disprove a super Easter egg. This topic has got the community fired up right now, and furthermore, it's kind of divided the community a little bit between people that want to believe in a super Easter egg and those that don't. Personally, I think the best spot to stay right now is somewhere in the middle. That there isn't 100% definitive proof that there is a super Easter egg in the game yet, but there is lots of markers. From the story, from the developers themselves, and from the code pointing towards a super Easter egg. Only time will tell, ladies and gentlemen, and the only way to tell is to get out there and continue the hunt. Well, that wraps up the news today. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button down below and subscribe for more great content to come. I know this topic has been very divisive in the community, especially on Reddit, but I'd love to know your guys' opinion on it as well, civilly, of course, down in the comments. I know the last 24 hours have been very crazy for the Zombies community with the ups and the downs, and the fact that Revelations has come out on PC and Xbox One, and we still don't have any definitive answers. I think it's fair to say to the Reddit community and to the Zombies community in general that there are times within communities when a conflict over a central idea emerges, and ties within the community are strained because of that divisiveness. I think that when it comes down to it, it is very important to remember that we're all part of the same community, and that discussions with and posts by people that disagree with your opinion are still important and shouldn't be censored even though you may think it's wrong. In terms of the Reddit community, I think the moderators have to decide whether they want their subreddit to be kind of curated with the best content that they think is correct at the top, or if they want to let the community discuss the range of topics relating to zombies without the fear of censorship. Discussion is always predicated by the word civil, and I think that's what it comes down to, is civil discussion, and not having civil discussion lead to removed content. Stick with this, guys. There is still hope for a super Easter egg. Stay positive, keep enjoying the game, and you know I'll keep bringing you guys the news as it happens. I know Black Ops 3 is still dominating the Zombies news cycle, but I'm hoping that Call of Duty and Infinity Ward will release some more content relating to zombies in Spaceland or zombies in Infinite Warfare, and that when we start getting a better picture about the future of zombies, that we'll be kind of more content where zombies is at right now. And that the COD Zombies Reddit community and the community at large can move past this onwards and upwards into the future. And by God, what a bright future it will be. I want to thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you with another Zombies news update tomorrow. Can I get some troll arc spam in chat? Troll arc spam in chat.